Okay, live on a Thursday night. Got set up, ready to go. I'm going to do the usual thing, and while I wait for people to roll up, make a video, possibly two. Right. Got to set some things up. Seeing what I'm doing for no real reason, apart from the fact it's a weird habit I have. Can't help myself. A bad habit. Realize what I'm gonna do here as well. Take a Pikachu out of these two skulls. Okay. Get my light around here. Oh, nice. Nice yellow, mellow yellow color. Mellow yellow. Quick wait. Do this and this. Those there. Big picture of them. Okay. This. All right. Fucking gnats. Honestly. That's what I reckon. Okay. Here's up and that. Turn that on. Bring this shit up. Okay. Wider, wider. Oh yeah, why was I doing that tight? Alright. Forgetting all my framing. Okay, what does that look like? That looks good. Okay, that looks good. That's ready to go. G'day, cocktail lovers. It's experiment time in the Angry Bar. I was looking through a few recipes in online websites, and there was one bar that had this really interesting sounding ingredient. They had fat washed some cognac with sweetened condensed milk. I saw that, went, haven't heard of that before. I need to try that. But I'm going at it slightly differently because I actually ended up with some sweetened condensed coconut milk. And I found this when I was in my eggnog phase over Christmas, and I was trying different ingredients and different things. And I used sweetened condensed coconut milk instead of just sweetened condensed dairy milk in one particular version of eggnog. And I really liked it, so I have it on hand. So I thought I'm going to use that rather than the standard sweetened condensed milk. And of course, once you've got coconut in there, rum seems the way to go. I thought it... Fucking car. Was that a plane? to play. I thought of two ways to do this and make a rum coconut liqueur. One was literally just put some of the condensed milk in and shake it up and see if that held together like that. And the second was an actual fat washing thing. And to do that, it was I put the rum and the sweetened condensed coconut milk in a saucepan, put it on a gentle heat because I wanted it to really get infused and get those flavors going through there. Didn't get it very hot because I didn't want any of the alcohol to boil off, but I warmed it up a little and then I poured that into a jar and I thought I'm going to put that in the freezer, and the cream of coconut, well, it's not cream of coconut, it is sweetened condensed coconut milk, will solidify and I'll be able to filter out the rum really easily. So then I'll have the two versions. The one where I shake it up so it's a blend, and the one where I've just got the flavors fat washed in there. And I discovered two things. I'll tell you one. One thing I discovered, when you shake it up, it just naturally separates anyway. So that's the thing. Second thing I discovered is this sweetened condensed coconut milk that's floating on the top doesn't freeze. It's like absorbed enough alcohol that it doesn't freeze. So I had to run it through a filter. I used some coffee filter, paper coffee filter. It's worked really well. It's this beautiful light yellow color, and there's this. So I figure I can shake something up. So this one, I think if I like how this works, I'll just shake it up every time I use it, and then I'll have this one as well. Now, if I like this, I could still add some sweetened condensed coconut milk to this to have it all that way. If I like this more, I'll just wait for that to separate again, and I will filter it and I'll have more of this. But I'm going to taste them now side by side. It's like a fruit flies drive me up the wall. Now, again. I'm going to try the filtered version first because I think the creamy version might overpower me with sweetness. Because while this will have picked up sugar and flavor, this has all the sugar and flavor still in it. So I think this is going to be the more subtle, but we'll see. I'll give it a taste. That is really good. I made this with a really flavorful white rum. Oh, that's extremely pleasant. That is very nice. And it's not too much. Now, compare it with the shaken up one. That's interesting. There's an odd, slight bitterness in this. I expected this to be hugely, noticeably more sweet. I think the flavors have come out better in the filtered version. I think that's my answer. I'll give it a little bit more. No, I definitely like the filtered version by quite a bit. So I'm going to set this, let it separate out a bit. Then I'm going to filter, so I'll have even more of this. But I have a new rum now, well, a coconut rum liqueur. So I feel like I should try it out the way I always try out a rum, make a daiquiri. Stop that. Stop that. Switch that off for now. Put that in here. I forgot my fucking jigger. Jesus Christ, it's always something. Always forget something. All right. It was like, oh, well, there's me, someone watching. So, yeah, if someone comes in and says, where the hell is he? Tell them. I'll be back. 30 seconds. I'm back. It's me again once more. I'm back. I feel like nobody but me gets that reference. I get these out of the way. Get this out of the way. Okay, got to do this. Okay. Shaker. Get the shaker ready. Okay. This way. I'm gonna do the cube. So I'll chill the cube. Is that Honey? Saying hello in the chat. Hello. No, that's not been up. Let's do that. And this and this. Okay. It's 3/4, yeah. Fucking fruit flies in there. Are you fucking kidding? Fucking net landing in my lime juice. It's ridiculous. Okay. Talking to myself, it is you, Heiny. How are you going? My vision over that distance, not that bad. Ha! The ding. Get excited. You foods arrives tomorrow. Okay. Okay. And that. Okay. Let's do this. Gotcha, you little fucker. Yeah, like a little fruit fly or a gnat. It's annoying the shit out of me, but I got the fucker. Okay, let's do this. Color. Yeah. Okay. You might finally be replacing hard drive. Oh, with solid state drives. Okay. I'm going to keep this daiquiri quite simple because this rum liqueur is sweetened. I don't think I'm going to need to add sugar syrup, but we'll give it a go and see how this works out. So in the mixing glass, I'm putting 2.5 ounces or 75 mils of my coconut rum liqueur. Then it's 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of lime juice. And that is it. Adding ice to the shaker, shaking that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to get it chilled and a bit of dilution. And then I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. It's interesting. You can see the coconut fat suspended in this, I guess. I'm going to give it a taste now. That is a delight. It does not need any more sugar. I was right. The lime juice goes too well, but a daiquiri is such a great drink. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Super easy. I recommend you just check out supermarkets if you want to try this. Find some sweetened condensed coconut milk and yeah, just infuse it for a day or two or longer if you want, and then filter it out. I'm solid on that. Having tasted one where it's just shaken up and the other one where it's filtered, the flavor in the filtered one is just so much better. And it looks pretty good too. This looks pretty good. I'm going to sit down and chill out with my coconut daiquiri. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. I hope you're looking after yourself wherever you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Until I do see you again, I will say cheers. There is another fucking gnat in here. God damn it. I got one, but there's another one. Motherfucker. Hey, Rays. Oh, God, what time is it where you are, man? Just gonna switch these things up and sit down. Sitting down. Sitting down. Okie dokie, artichoke. Wait a second. What was I going to do here? I'm going to put this in once. Put that there for now, and I may make another cocktail. All right, all right, all right. Hello, Hannah. I saw that post of you. If I understood it correctly, you're standing nude in front of a window. And for decorum's sake, you put a sticker of a flag over your butt? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not happy your week started off shit, Hannah, but I'm very happy it's turned around and become amazing. That's a good one. I had yeah, okay, you were. I thought so. I did get the impression you were showing off all your naked glory to the world through a window. Oh, man. That is really yummy. Yes. Are you going to show me the view from the hotel? Not just show us the view you're giving the world from the hotel. So this means clapping is going to happen a lot because there is these little fruit fly things, and they annoy the shit out of me. They get in my sort of line of vision, and they're very distracting. So it started with a fire at work. Yes, I remember the fire, punched by a customer, and your washing machine died. Your washing machine didn't do as meant to. Hair got accidentally dyed hot pink. That's not a great start. And honey, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't have the friend request with you. Thank you for reminding me. God, I've been delayed. I was going to do that. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see if we can set it up for tomorrow night. So you got your hair fixed, got an extra nugget in your dinner, figured out your washing machine. It's all coming up, Hannah, basically. Where's my Discord? Wait, why did that not load the Discord? There we go. What the hoot and heck was that about? Oh, okay. Let's have a look at these views. So, oh yeah, it's the thing I want to do though, Heine. We'll see. So you're across the road from Roman Bearden Park. And hello, Justin, by the way. I'm going to show off Razor's views, not the views he was giving the rest of the world. Throughout the hotel window. And one more view picture. Look at that. And Ray's was showing off a view to the outside world, him standing naked in front of the window. In Charlotte. Oh, God. I'm trying to remember because there's probably Charlotte's in multiple states. I don't even say North Carolina? South Carolina? Mm. Oh, man. Mm. That was really tasty. And oh, the lime juice is giving it a nice tart edge. There's no tint either. You were just literally letting it all hang out in North Carolina. You know, I'm sure the people of Charlotte, North Carolina appreciated the views. Ooh, honestly, that's my sort of science, Hannah. Taste testing to confirm hypothesis which Skittle color is the best. I have a bias towards red Skittles, I have to admit. But it's a noble scientific pursuit you're undertaking, Hannah. Strictly say, are they all the same flavor? Skittles say no. And see, here's the thing. What you see affects what you taste. So if you look at them, you're going to have an expectation of flavor, so you're going to get the flavor. I know people have said they're all the same flavor. And I think most, if not all people would have trouble in a blind taste test getting any differences. But when you look at them, so yeah, Hannah confirming they're not. Grape, very grape, strawberry, fruity, similar taste between orange and apple. Yeah, I mean, the dominant taste is sugar. I'm a fan of Skittles. But yeah, it's I think that, you know, was it the Mars company that makes Skittles? I think they say like, no, we actually do put different stuff in the different Skittles. But it is very true. If you look at them and see a color and expect that to be a different flavor, you will taste a different flavor. Does it? Speaking as a boozer, like I did that thing a little while ago where I blind tasted 16 whiskeys, and the experience of blind tasting whiskeys is extremely different to tasting the whiskey when you know what you've poured. It just is. Anyone who claims different is full of crap, honestly, and not to be trusted. All right, it's very nice pictures. I'm going to share them. That's okay with you, Rays? I was going to say, what are the Charlotte Knights? But then I could tell from the picture they're a baseball team. Taste test time. Biting to see if you guess right. Yeah, well. And actually, that's another true thing, Strictly Sega. The smell of something is a very big part of the taste of it. So actually, yeah. Oh man, actually, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Yum. gonna have a bunch of coconut rum liqueur. So I'm going to share these pictures of razors. Where are we? So that's quite nice. The city lights at night in Charlotte, North Carolina. And where do we have here? It's a slight, well, that's a different view. I don't know what that building is. Oh, actually, you also hit on another thing there, Hannah. The more of them you eat, the less distinguishable the flavors will be. Hey, Safa. Yeah, we had 37 as well. Let's be real. Eat one color at a time. Yes. Yeah, or by the fistful and nothing matters. Which one is this? Okay. Where's the snow? I'm not sure what you're asking, Safa. There was a very short thunderstorm at about 6. Didn't drop the temperature at all. The temperature dropped about an hour ago. Right, still showing Rose's pictures. Here's the man himself on the streets of Charlotte in the evening, by the looks of that. Living large in Charlotte. Okay. Yeah, no snow in Charlotte. Oh, there's Ray's making friends with a local. Okay, so that's a sculpture of a baseball player. I assume it's one of Charlotte's more famous sons. Who's that? Or do you remember who that's a sculpture of, Ray's? Safa, the top half of the US gets snow in winter, but Ray's is in the southern half, so. Okay, another nighttime view. Nice lights. Interesting mix of buildings there. And the final picture, another baseball. The Charlotte Knights. There you go. I did not know the Charlotte baseball team was called the Knights. So their basketball team's the Hornets, yeah? I think Strictly Sega was, where is it? This GIF. I think this is the Charlotte Hornets mascot at a basketball game. Think Santa's bringing Rays of baseball for Christmas? Maybe. Oh, so okay, the Charlotte Hornets play at Spectrum Stadium. Nice. I think I'll make another quick video. Because I had a plan. I think animated GIFs are hilarious. Like, we used to use them in the lower bandwidth days of the internet just because we didn't have enough bandwidth to load video. And now they're just a form of communication. We do that all the time in my Teams chat at work, just using GIFs as communication. One guy being put off balloon for life. Second time he had it was vinegary. Well, I mean, they're ripe. They're very ripe, those eggs. Not going to LA? Yeah, I just thought I'm very impressed you've stayed up to say hello. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello, man. 4:30 a.m. I don't blame you if you've got to sleep. Oh, which yeah, yeah, it's duck or chicken, I think, depending where you get the balut, but it's horrible. It is definitely wins the prize for most gross food in the world, followed closely by the fermented shark they have in somewhere in again Scandinavia. Okay, Cypher on the Goss. There's two NRL games in LA. Yeah, bit of promotional stuff, obviously. All right, I am going to make another cocktail because I got the glass ready and everything. So I just have to bring it up on my Trello. Okay, let's not do that. Dunzo. It was a Bolero sour. That's it. Orange juice. I need to go and get the orange juice. I was going to use it up because I squeezed an orange today. All right. I had to disappear really quickly. What did I have for dinner this afternoon? I had one of my U-Foods meals. One that as far as I'm concerned, I didn't order, but it was actually pretty good. It was just their roast chicken. So it's like chicken breast, a gravy-ish thing, veggies, mashed potato. It was actually pretty good. So in Korea, they eat fermented skate. Tastes and smells like ammonia. Do they bury it? That's what they do in Scandinavia. They fucking bury it and let it rot. And then they dig it up and eat it. Not fermented anything I'm not fond of. Even like kimchi, which is fairly mild. So orange juice I squeezed this afternoon. Gonna use it in some cocktails now. Okay, let's get some shit sorted. Oh god, I've caught the bloody power cord again. Nope. Bad chair. Don't drag the power cords around. Bad, naughty, wicked zoot. Did anyone get that reference? Just saying weird, random things to myself. So streaming fermented herring so bad. Yes. The can bulges getting, you fucking permanently contaminate a room if you open the fucking thing. Just so bad. Don't let the system get you down. I think tonight. Oops. Okay, that there. That there. That there, and that there. Right. Where's my recipe? What do I do with my phone? It's over here. Want white rum, cognac, lime juice, orange juice, and sugar. Okay. That's easy. Right, let's do this. Just a little bit of this. I got this bottle of rum specifically to make the coconut things. Almost gone. It was on special at Dan's. What are we doing? Orange juice. 10 mils. Okay, so between those two lines, basically. Oh god, making a fucking mess. Alright. Whatever. I need rum, cognac, that, lime juice, fucking that. Goddamn beast. Sugar syrup's ready. Sorry, that smelled off. It doesn't really. Ooh, foamer. Okay, white rum, cognac, lime juice, orange juice, sugar syrup. Okie dokie. Ready to go ski. Hey, Celtic King. Thank you. I'm glad you like the shirt, mate. I like it too. This is actually one of my conservative ones. I wore it to a seminar, a work seminar I was at today. Thought, don't wear one of your really outlandish ones. Okay, let's do this. Right. Cognac. Lime juice. Orange juice. Sugar syrup. And okay. Mix it tonight. Do that. Okay, putting it in this glass. Actually, that'll make my life a bit more difficult. Do this. That'll work. Seriously making my life complicated here. A bit more ice here. Okay, let's get this happening then. Ooh, got a nice head of foam on that. Little beauty. Got to remember to take a photo of it. Okay. So that's done. Let's do this. What am I doing here? Just want to take a photo. Alrighty. Now, stop that. Do the talky bit of the Bolero sound. Okay. Let's do the talky bit. Okay, I don't know. Recording. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a Bolero sour. It caught my eye because it follows a quite simple sour recipe, except it splits the spirit base and it splits the citrus. It caught my eye. I thought, that looks quite interesting. I want to give this a go. It's got a split with some rum. Ugh. The base is split between white rum. I'm using this Australian. Well, this is technically not a rum. This is more like an agricole. It's an unaged cane spirit from husks. It's very nice. And I'm also using this VSOP cognac. You can just use the brandy of your choice in there. And the citrus base is split between lime and orange juice. And I put the foam in there. That's an optional one if you want to do that. But I need to taste it now to see if it tastes as interesting as it looked. It really does. You know what I think might help? Just put a couple of drops of bitters on the foam. Where is my tiki bitters? No, that's the chocolate bitters. What have I done with the tiki bitters? Okay, I feel like I'm going to pop. It's here. I didn't put it away from a previous time. No. I'm adding just a couple of drops of Bitterman's El Macule Tiki Bitters on the top. Kind of makes it look nice. And now I'm just getting this waft of the bitters just as I bring it up, which is just giving it an extra bit of depth. And that definitely enhances the whole experience. Here's how I made it. In a mixing glass, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of white rum, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of cognac or the brandy of your choice, then half an ounce or 15 mils of lime juice, a third of an ounce or 10 mils of orange juice, then a third of an ounce or 10 mils of sugar syrup. As an optional extra, you can put a foaming agent like an egg white, or I'm putting a few drops of Wonder Foam in there. Add ice to the glass, shake that good and hard. I'm shaking this longer than I normally would because I really want that foam action happening. And then I'm straining it into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice. Which gives us the Bolero Sour. If you like a daiquiri, I suggest trying this because that's what it reminds me most of, but it's got a few other flavors that you don't get in a standard daiquiri. It's definitely a nice drink to try. Give it a go. Let me know what you think of it, and take care. Until I see you again, I will say cheers. All right. Switch a few things off. Oh my God. Shite everywhere. Okay, I definitely need to replace those batteries. I'm going to charge all my batteries tomorrow, I think. Actually, I need to check something. Check it out. What's it about? I'm going to put a bit more. It's probably just water, honestly, but I don't know. What happens is like a bit more settles in your shaker and pour it out. All right, for now, I'm going to put these over here out of the way. I don't want to break anything. Going to sit down and see what you fine folks are doing. Yeah. I like the way sour cocktail with a foamy head looks. Just kind of looks cool. I can hear Shadow meowing, complaining about something. Oh, that's a nice drink. I'm having the sour drinks tonight. But I was going to make another one that I think is also sour. Oh, what the fuck is Shadow doing? I can just hear her going on. All right, I just got distracted. Man faces caught over $10 million crypto haul. Oh no, there's videos. I don't want any videos. Fuck that. I was going to open my video ideas. Trello. Now, where do you go? Could move the Bolero shower. I'm literally picking things just to use up the orange juice that I did today. It's another one called Johnny's Dream. It also has lime juice and orange juice. It's a tequila drink, though. We'll see if I'm in the mood to make another video, really. But of course, now I have the song stuck in my head. Da, 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 da. Tequila. It's fine. That's stuck in my head. All right, so you can see this one separating already. Not sure how clear that is, but it's going to separate. Filter that tomorrow. Then I'm going to have really tasty coconut rum liqueur. Homemade, better than Malibu, basically. Although that's damning with faint praise. Yeah. I would hope it's better than Malibu, quite honestly. Maybe I'll do the other one with the orange juice tomorrow night. Having made several sours, I feel like if I'm going to drink something else, I want it not to be a sour. And maybe I've already made 2 videos tonight. Maybe. Tossing up. Do I want anything? So, I'm also being responsible. I said 7 days. Leave it for a week. See what happens. Tomorrow night, I'm going to taste my peach whiskey liqueur. Quite looking forward to that. What are we doing here? You like to sing the tequila song, but substitute tequila for whatever it is. Yes. No, that's brilliant. Na. Skittles. Na. Bolero sour. That is not bad at all, actually. Sours are no longer my favorite drink. In the early days of when I was getting into cocktails, sours were my favorite drink. Now I just like really boozy things. I like sours for a change, but like I say, I've had 2 sours tonight. I don't think I want another one. Might make 1 or 2 tomorrow night. Sorry, that got me. Really fun when it's the anxiety meds. A friend who was on ADHD meds and just excitedly sending me messages like, "Ooh, I'm on meth as of today." I get what you're saying, but even joking, be careful what you say. Michael, you're trying to send me a picture on Facebook? Via what medium are you trying to send me a Pikachu? Because I will tell you the best way to do it if you're having problems. Great big problems. What do you got? Ha! Sony claimed my video. Which one? It's from last year. How is a year later you're suddenly fucking content matching? Fuck it. I don't give a shit about Facebook, particularly not old live streams, for fuck's sake. Okay, Michael. I mean, I thought you could attach it as a message in Facebook, or you could attach it like on Twitter. So Henny had a whole conversation with your hairdresser about discussing more milligrams the better. Who do we know in America can get us some? I'm talking about melatonin. Very sus. Yes. Oh, you were mentioning that, Heidi. You got a strike from Facebook. A weird thing is saying something about spam, and it was just your own Imgur library of photos showing what photos looked like with the different lenses you were selling. Facebook is stupid. Let me do this. Massages. No, wait, massages. Fuck off, Facebook. Seriously. They should be able to send a pic here. You weren't actually selling the lens. Sold on eBay completely separate from Facebook. Okay, that's weird. Stole your small squad game rules. Going over to YouTube. That works. But you should be able to send me a photo on a Facebook message. Okay. I do want to get more ice. Ice, baby. Do. What do I want to make? You know what? I want to get another big bit of ice. I'm going to disappear for another 30 seconds. I'm going to get a big piece of ice. Then I'm going to make an old-fashioned tea. I forgot to get a fucking orange. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. All right, here I am. All right, I'm just going to go over here. Make my an old fashioned. Put it straight in the glass. Made such a mess here. Okay. Put a lid on that. Close that up. All right, let's start with the sugar syrup. Shit. Oh, I got really confused there. Now, the only question. $1 million question. Which this? Oh, actually, this that won my recent taste test competition. High proof rum barrel finished whiskey. That in there? We're going to do a dash of aromatic bitters and a dash of tiki bitters, just for that rum element. And all right. Baby, that's the way you... Now I need to move a whole bunch of shit so it's not in my way. Because I'm not making any more videos tonight. Cocktail behaviors. This. Okay. Settling Dune. I heard a noise. I think is a Facebook message. You bought a thing. Wait, where did that go? Okay, so this is Michael's house. I love the way they've posed this. Let me just show this. Bought a gate by the looks of it. There's, you see, I don't know if you see, there's some feet down there behind. I assume that's a big gate you bought. Nice. Oh, that's what's going. I've got to put a cherry in here because I can. Normally, I would put a twist of orange in there, but I can't because I forgot to get an orange today. Oops, I accidentally got 2 cherries. But that's the universe talking. And I don't want to disagree with the universe. The universe says good fortune shall be yours, as symbolized by getting those 2 cherries. Oh, it comes with a house too. I thought it was just a gate. Nice. So you've moved into the house? That's nice. So what's going on with your thing? Your thing went onto eBay, Len sold, someone on Facebook asked her, link to the album. Facebook found out you put it on. Oh, God. I swear, Facebook's right on the verge of being buried for anti-competitive behavior. Settlement was today. Big congrats to you three. I thought you were just telling me about a gate, but there was a house behind the gate. So exciting. Very excited for you on that one. Oh my God, that's so fucking yummy. Oh, there's like a smokiness in that whiskey. I got you, you little fucker. Okay. Somehow I feel like a ninja now. I've killed 2 of those little fuckers, and I always find it hard. Okay, anyone who hasn't heard me explain before, why am I randomly clapping and going, gotcha, to these little fruit fly or gnat things? I don't know what the fuck they are, why the fuck they're in the house at the moment, but they annoy the shit out of me. And they're really hard to get because they're so little and they just kind of waft around. But I've actually killed 2 of them on this stream, and I feel good about that. Fuck me, there's another one. Don't think I got that one. They're fucking everywhere. They're driving me up the wall. Ooh, okay. I will have to bring a special gift to the housewarming. It will be alcohol, unless you've all sworn off alcohol. But if you haven't sworn off alcohol, I'll make something special for you. Ooh. That might actually be better being split with lower proof whiskey. It's really good. But it might even be better split with something that's not as intense and just make it a bit more of a mellow old fashioned. Yum. Oh. I was seeing, what's that weird flavor coming? It's the cherry that's coming through now. Let's put a little bit of cherry syrup in there. Okay, you capital B'd blasphemy. I'm not sure what you mean. Is it just the giving up alcohol that would be blasphemy? Or are you literally asking me, because I have a bottled drink there called blasphemy with a couple B, and you're confusing me by capitalizing it. Justin went out to get some beers, drop off laundry. Oh, that's right. The hole in the wall dry cleaning thing you were telling me about. All right. You're a man of action. Good to see. Good to see. Oof, to tell you, like I mentioned, I spent the morning at a bloody seminar thingy with high flyers because I'm an important man, god damn it, in my day job. And that finished at noon, and they had a little lunch thing. I got a sandwich, and I think I had a drink. I think it was Sprite, like lemonade. Chatted with a couple people, and then came home. It was like 35 Celsius at that point. But I got on a train, and I was there. Like, there was not far to a tram stop, and I stood there, and it was hot, but not too bad. Tram was air conditioned. Got to the station. It was a bit bleh, but then got on the train that was air conditioning, and then I don't know, just the friggin' walk from the train platform up some stairs across the car park to my car felt like I was going to fucking die. And yes, I did see that. That's how I knew what you were talking about. Dry cleaning ATM. Yes. Oh, good, Michael. I'm glad. Okay, so fine. Housewarming's coming up. I shall bless the house with something special. I'll make something. Oh. God, I love old fashions. Honestly, it's so friggin' yum. Ah, boozy goodness. But I think, yeah, we're at the point where I'm going to drink non-alcohol after this one, having had a couple of drinks, and I do have to work tomorrow. Oh, well, if you're just talking about like, no, an ATM, bloody, but you also talk like vending machines. I almost feel like you're talking about, uh, because I feel like the drop off thing for your dry cleaning is kind of like a vending machine, possibly more like a vending machine than an ATM. I don't know, but can you get your dry cleaning back out from that? Then it would be an ATM if you're depositing stuff and withdrawing stuff. That would be an ATM. I feel it's kind of like somewhere between a mail thing and a vending machine. But these are all related things. Yeah, I guess you're talking about like with an ATM, it's something that you both put something into and later take it out. It is a pretty good analogy, actually. So you can pick it up as well. Okay. So ATM's a good analogy then, because you deposit and withdraw from it. Oh, now I'm thinking about those really fancy car parks. I've only seen them in Japan, but I know they exist other places. It's like an ATM for cars. You park, you just drive to the thing, park, and get out. And then your car just disappears off into a rack. And then when you come back and want your car, you're like keying a code, and your car comes back. That's a car ATM. I'm trying to think of something else that we could equate with the ATM model. Because other stuff I was thinking was much more vending machine than ATM. So if we say ATM, you can both deposit and withdraw from it. Yeah, but that's a very convenient thing they give you for your dry cleaning. God, it's so long since I've dry cleaned something. Way back in the day when I wore suits to work, I would get the suit dry cleaned. I've not worn a suit to work in I don't know how long. 15 years? Probably. Maybe 20? I don't know. I'm so old, I forget things. Oh, God. Okay. Speaking of being old, just randomly today, I wanted to listen to the Robert Palmer song, Johnny and Mary, like from the 80s. And also, there's a couple of covers of it. I thought I might listen to the placebo cover because I like that. I'm just going to go on YouTube and type Johnny and Mary and see which ones come up. And the Robert Palmer one was top. The placebo one was there. But there was one with Brian Ferry from about 5 or 6 years ago or longer. And I thought, I didn't know Brian Ferry did a cover of Johnny and Mary. So I had to listen to that and watch the film. Got that. Sorry, I'm just acting like a hunter because that gnat appeared. But it vanishes really quickly as well. Anyway, so yeah, I was today years old when I found out Brian Ferry had done a version of the old Robert Palmer song, Johnny and Mary. And it was not bad. It was his own thing. And then I watched the Johnny and Mary thing. And one of the more recent comments was about someone who, you know, they were 19 when it was released and they're 60 something now. And it's like, yeah, because it was 40 something years ago. And then I just was like, oh, how old's Robert Palmer? And I looked him up and he's been dead for more than 20 years. And I was like, I didn't know that. Like when I saw dead, I wasn't that surprised. I thought, oh, yeah, he could have died recently. And I looked, and he died in 2003. And it's like, I had no idea he died more than 20 years ago. He was only 54, died of a heart attack in Paris. And I just assume mountains of cocaine contributed to that. In the music scene in the 70s and 80s, very cocaine fueled. And I don't say that in a judgy way. It's just purely observational that that's a thing that would have happened. So here's the thing, Justin, talking about, okay, your dry cleaning ATM. Drop off, that's fine. That's great. That's handy. But being able to pick up, that's actually a pretty good system. So there's obviously some sort of code that's for you that they match to the dry cleaning. That's actually a good system. I like that. Anywho. Enjoying the old fashioned, but it's all gone now. There's like this thing in the back of my head going like, you could make another one. Remember ADS's story about getting paid in bricks of cocaine? ADS dealt with some very unsavory characters of the year. ADS was very closely involved with organized crime figures at various points in his youth. I think it was his teens into his early 20s. I could be wrong. Maybe it was just his teens. But he was definitely involved with some shifty characters. Oh, okay. Well, artificial hearts have been going on for a while. Like Dick Cheney had a fucking artificial heart. He's still alive, isn't he? How the fuck is he still alive? Now I'm going to look him up. Is Dick Cheney dead? I feel like I'd know if Dick Cheney was dead. Let me see. Dick. Okay, fuck off ad block, honestly. Dick Cheney. Motherfucker's not dead. He's 83. How the fuck is he not dead? Honestly. Man, he's been married since 1964. He's been married longer than I've been alive. That's pretty fucking wild, quite honestly. He's having his 60th wedding anniversary this year. God damn. Wowzers. But again, just for him with his artificial heart and shit, I don't know how he's not dead. Oh, I was thinking robotic. Do you mean like meat hearts that are grown in a lab? Did you know the truth behind the movie Dirty Deeds? What's the Brian Brown movie about mid-20th century Australian... Oh, it's 1970s, isn't it? Dirty Deeds 60s or 70s? Well, Justin, we probably will not know, but there will probably be a lot of advances in artificially grown organs. Yeah. Michael, I love that film. Brian Brown is just a really good gangster. He's a crim in a few films, and he's very good at it. My favorite thing about Dirty Deeds, it was inspired by a photo. There's this photo of a really high up American mafia dude going shooting ruse with an Australian crim. And no one really knows what was going on there. It's just the mafia dude is known and the Australian crim is known, and they're in the outback shooting ruse together. And that is the basis of the movie's Dirty Deeds. It's the idea that American mafia were trying to form links with Australian organized crime. Brian Brown's hard as fucking nails in that movie. It's very funny, and he's also really hardcore. That's okay, Justin. Excellent and interesting question. fucking I missed it. Artificial robot heart or lab grown heart. And the idea, I think there is a big potential for organs and tissue grown in labs actually being usable in transplants. It's a fucking fascinating idea. And of course, an extreme extension of that that's been in a few sci-fi things is cloning, where your consciousness. Ah, fuck you. Ah, gotcha, little fucker. Okay, that's 3 of them I've killed on this stream. I feel kind of good about that. Yeah, the more extreme version is your consciousness being downloaded into a clone. So it's not just body parts, it's an entirely new body that your consciousness gets put into. That's rather far-fetched on a number of levels, not least because we literally do not understand what consciousness is. But here's the thing, Justin. We do have working artificial robotic hearts now. I don't think they keep people alive for a particularly long time. But I think the technology for a lab-grown heart that keeps you alive is a long way off. You know what's close, in fact, is being experimented on now? Human compatible organs being grown inside a pig, which is pretty fucking rough for the pig, but that's a thing that is actually happening now. Okay, so now I want to look up fucking Dick Cheney. Is he still alive? Yes, he is. Okay, but the heart thing. No, actually, I just need to add one word to the search because I want to know what sort of heart he has now. Dick Cheney's heart. He's had 5 heart attacks. Okay, this is a CBS News. There's a 60 Minutes thing. He's been the beneficiary of nearly every medical breakthrough to combat heart disease over the last 35 years. A heart transplant at the age of 71. So now I want to know, because he had a robot heart for a while. 2014. 2013. Dick Cheney's 5 heart attacks. How rare is that? Okay, so Cheney got a heart transplant more than a decade ago. So he had the mechanical heart for a while. When he had the robot heart, the doctor ordered the wireless functionality of his heart implant disabled due to fears it might be hacked in an assassination attempt. So the artificial thing meant that he had no pulse because it was just continually pumping blood rather than pulsing like a heart. So yeah, okay. So Cheney had his mechanical heart replaced with a human heart more than a decade ago. Michael, you're in there cases of people receiving heart and lung transplants. Oh, again, I've heard all sorts of wacky stories. In fact, back when I fancied myself as a writer, I had this story of someone who had eye transplants, and it actually included a bit of the donor's brain tissue to connect the optic nerve to the brain, and the person with the eye transplant started having memories of things the donor had seen, and the whole thing was going to be solving the murder of the donor because they were getting memories. So honey saw swordfish. Oh yeah. Swordfish is definitely silly, but it's fun. For those who haven't seen it, it's like 20 years old. Hugh Jackman, John Travolta, Halle Berry. Uh, it's this hacker movie, and it's an extremely Hollywood hacker thing that in as much as lots of it's nonsensical, but it's good. I'm pretty sure I've got it on DVD, and I probably bought it 20 years ago. I think Swordfish is silly in a good way. Michael, you reckon Netflix would greenlight my idea? I should write it. Well, I did the synopsis of it, but yeah, the whole thing was the person with the donor eyes starting to get memories, and it was things the donor saw, and it was basically they were trying to go, am I really remembering something? And it was, they were going to end up solving the murder of the person whose eyes they had because they saw the killer. We could play into those conservative obsessions about Netflix just put stuff with not white people and queer people. Like, yeah, absolutely. Ooh, I just thought of a fucking twist. See, I'm just thinking of twists of my own story. What if the recipient of the eyes was a privileged white person who was against woke stuff, but the donor was from a minority group, and when the privileged white person who was always about racism doesn't exist and white privilege isn't real, and they actually saw the donor was murdered in a hate crime. Yeah, they were queer or non-white or both, and this person who would always spout that racism wasn't real and bigotry wasn't real and it was all woke bullshit, they actually had this memory chugged straight into their brain of what it's like to actually be murdered because of bigotry. Hell yeah, now Netflix is definitely greenlighting it. Fuck yeah. Awesome story idea. All right. Going with a non-alcoholic drink. All right. I haven't tried to write anything meaningful for a very long time, actually. It was very big for me for a while, and I was just really bad at finishing things. And then it was about 18 years ago, YouTube became like an instant gratification machine for me. It's like if I felt the urge to create something, I could just create it and have it come into being and put it on YouTube, and then people could see it. And that made me feel good. I quite enjoyed that. Uh, yes, that was exactly the idea, Michael, that they start just getting flashes and it feels like memories, but it's people and places that they just don't know. And then it's this thing that is just like the connection point to their brain is actually storing memories. Again, really unscientific, but I just always liked it as an idea. And there were two versions I had in my head. One was solve the murder of the donor. The other one was not quite as full on, but it was kind of a knockoff. Not kind of, very much a knockoff of the ending of the film. What was it called? It was like a 90s art house film that had Daniel Day-Lewis. It's about a revolution in Eastern Europe and basically people fighting against Soviet expansionism in Europe. And it finishes with them saying something about going for a drive, and then someone else talking about how they died on that drive. And it was kind of like flashbacks to the donor, and where their story gets resolved, and it's just like they're happy and they're going on a drive with someone, and then the recipient actually researching the history and finding out the donor was killed in a car crash. Justin, racism and homophobia, symptoms of ignorance. Very much so. Most people who travel find it hard to maintain racism. Not universally, but when people who have bigotry in a certain area, if someone they care about ends up in that area, or they meet someone who they end up caring about, and this is whether someone's queer or it's a race or a religion or any sort of identity things. I do agree it largely stems from ignorance. That isn't an excuse, though. I was a gross little racist, homophobic twerp in Dubbo because that was normal behavior in Dubbo. And it's when I left Dubbo, like when I went to uni and got exposed to different people, different backgrounds who had extremely different world experiences, and I was able to learn from them. It was kind of like, oh, maybe this sort of really narrow, blinkered thing I grew up with is not the whole world. And it probably helped that, again, growing up, hardly unique, but I felt very alienated and alone and isolated, and I basically felt like I was treated like shit by the people around me in this gross little country town. And the people I met at uni, who are way more intelligent than anyone I went to school with and more life experience, had traveled the world and whatnot, they were nice to me. And I was like, "Oh, maybe I wasn't the problem." But then also they opened my eyes to things and go, oh, maybe this dumb, stupid, narrow view I had is not right. Sorry, you was talking about work from. You saying because of the heat? Because I actually did have to go into the city. I went to a seminar. I was down in Docklands till lunchtime. Then I came home. Coming home, it was really fucking hot, and I did not like it. There's always work from home stories. And it's just ridiculous. Managers who insist on people being in the office are bad managers. I don't mind going in. I'm currently going in like 2 days a week. It varies, sometimes more, sometimes less. But I go in and, the interaction with the team, it's fine, it's good. Stay in touch. It's all good. Oh, Christ, I never fucking drive. That's just additional layers of stress. So public transport can be a bit of a drag. You can be standing in the heat waiting for things and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But driving is just such an additional layer of stress that it's just like, fuck no. More anarchist, Safa. I was never a communist or a socialist. I've never been in any political party or political group. Uni exposed me more to And my first few years post-uni in Sydney got me exposed to anarchism and anarchist theory, which I resonate with a bit more. Oh God, there should not be any trams without aircon, and there are. They fucking suck. Oh gosh, Michael, you had to start at fuck you o'clock. Does that mean 10:30 a.m.? Again, I understand the frustration at starting at fuck you o'clock, but if you were home by 10:30, you beat the heat. Although it was pretty goddamn warm at 10:30, honestly. But by noon, it was 30, and it just kept getting warmer. Pretty effective air conditioning in the conference center where I was for this thing. Then fucking stepping outside is like, dude, this is not good. But I was pretty spoiled. They put food on and whatnot. And I feel like I actually got some useful stuff out of it. I feel like the first couple of presentations was just kind of meaningless, generic speech giving that I didn't give much out of. But like the second half, I was like, oh no, I'm getting something out of this. Glad I'm hearing from this guy. And I actually took some notes, and I'm going to take them back to my team and saying, hey, we should do this. They actually, okay, so breakfast was some pastries, cute little mini muffins, and fruit, and that was fucking good. And lunch was actually sort of baguette sandwiches, chopped up bits of baguette, and some pretty decadent salads. So it was pretty fucking good laid on, honestly. So, not bad at all, the catering at this place down at Docklands. Slight pain in the ass to get to, but all good in the end. So what's that, Michael? Thermo King bus air conditioning can get down to 14 on a 30+ day. Damn, that's effective. Oh yeah, no, Safa, this was some fancy shit. Absolutely was. The pastries, okay, so they had croissant. I didn't have a croissant. They had the pain au chocolat, which is a chocolate croissant, and they had this cheese puff pastry thing, of which I had several. And they had grapes and melon and strawberry. I had green grapes. They were really good. And some of these little mini muffins. There's about 3 or 4 flavors of these little mini muffins, and I had several of those, I freely admit. I was in Docklands, not the CBD, so I don't think I'm a good judge of how busy the CBD was today. So I just got like from Docklands to Southern Cross Station, same deal coming in. So I was on the periphery of the CBD. Was it a lunar croissant? I'm not absolutely sure what that is, Michael. My phone dinging. Is Mrs. Angry going to bed early? Mrs. Angry is going to bed early. Okay. I've got to remember not to be too loud. Sorry, I got to... All right. Mrs. Angry's gone to bed, so that's all well and good. I just have to remember not to be too loud. Honestly, 99% of the time, I'm a supporter of any strike action. And I will never cross a picket line. If I ever show up to a workplace and there's a picket line, like, in office buildings, you can get, and it might be, and this has actually happened before. It's the cleaning staff on strike. So it's like nothing to do with my job, but cleaning staff are going, the owner of the building is being unfair, and we're on strike. And I'm like, cool, I'm not crossing a picket line. Fuck that. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michael. The world's best croissant is made at Luna on Russell Street. Well, now I'm going to have to look for that when I'm in the city next week, I'm going to look at. Okay, that's an interesting strike time for V line, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Yeah, if I was in a country area and normally use V line, if I had there's a strike, I go, cool, working from home. People who commute from the country areas to Melbourne CBD, I mean, more power to them. But it'll be a nope, working from home. Saf, honestly, fuck the French. And doubtless, Michael, you might be able to fill me in, or I'm on the internet, I can look it up. Is the people behind Luna, are they actually French? I'm going to look it up. Luna Croissanterie. Luna is not a shop, it is a passion. What are we doing here? Luna is an institution solely dedicated to the creation of croissants. Each Luna croissant is much more than the sum of its ingredients. Precise balance of science and craft takes patience and time. Result of experimentation, refinement, and physical hard work. Okay, so they're in Armadale, Fitzroy, Melbourne CBD. This says Collins Street. Brisbane CBD in south of Brisbane. Online pre-orders. What can I pre-order online? Pre-order in Melbourne. No. Menu. What is the menu? No. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing here, store? Menu. Okay, mixed box of 6 classics for $56.80. Fuck me. That's like $10 a croissant. 6 traditional, $42.60. Jesus Christ. So, traditional French croissant prepared over 3 days. $7.10 for a croissant. Pain au chocolat, $7.90. Okay, and now I'm just going to make up the pronunciation of these. Quigin Aman from the Bretagne region of France, laminated with sugar, baked in buttered sugared mold until caramelized, $9.50 for one pastry. A morning bun, a croissant pastry, baked in a brown sugar, cinnamon, and orange zest filling, rolled in the same deliciously spiced sugar, $9.20. Cheese and Vegemite escargot pastry, filled with Vegemite, bechamel, and Gruyere cheese, finished with a sprinkle of Gruyere. I swear to God, $10 for a fucking. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna fucking get one. Ham and Gruyere croissant, $10.80. Lemon curd cruffin, which is a croissant pastry in the shape of a muffin, $9.80. Almond croissant, $11.70. Okay, so the things I like are about $10. I'm fucking doing it. That is ridiculous and stupid, and I'm going to fucking do it. The end of the queues in Collins Street. That makes sense. It is $10 for a croissant? That's a fucking rich people croissant. That is some wild shit right there. Okay, if I remember that next week, I'm fucking doing it. Twice as much as anywhere else? Hell yeah, let's do it. Cheese and Vegemite escargot pastry for over $10. Honestly. Retail. The fuck, dude? Find a store. Okay, 3,000. Show me what's. 3,000. Yeah. I feel like I'm not going to remember this next week. $10 thing. Well, okay. So Mrs. Angry won't be there. I mean, she would probably want me to get her a $10 croissant, quite honestly. You know what we get? Oh, good. See, fucking Sebi's scrolls. These are not croissants. These are just absolutely decadent scrolls. And it's a major they're like a suburb or two away from me, but it doesn't take me long to get there. I get them occasionally. They do a cinnamon scroll with this creamy icing on it, which is amazing. But they also do a cheese and Vegemite scroll, which is fucking amazing. They're not as expensive as those croissants at Luna, but they're friggin' amazing. Man, I might even do it tomorrow. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've had Sebi scrolls. Working from home, I can just drive out and get it and come back. It's like, it was important. Yes, I was away from my desk for half an hour, but it was important. The trouble is, Michael, like if I go to Luna and get the expensive croissant thing, I'll save one for Mrs. Angry. I'll be sitting with it all day. And is it going to survive with me all day? Questionable. Well, I think Michael's suggesting there's quite a queue to get orders. I don't know. Look, seriously, if I remember Luna when I go into the city next week, I'll go there and see what sort of lineup there is and whatnot. Shop 16161 Collins Street. Where the fuck is that? That sounds like, is that not far from where I work? Wait, where? I could get a tram down Collins Street. And okay, yeah, it's actually right. Why are they saying Collins Street is? I could get a tram down Collins Street. Dang. I don't know. I might do it. I might do it. Or possibly when I get to the city. Like where I get out. Oh, yes. That would be the time to do it. When I get to the city. Oh, yeah. Just fucking walk from Flinders Street Station. That would be the time to do it. Ooh, nice. Good Turkish. I do love Turkish food. Nicola Road and Greendale. Nice. Now, see, Safa, I want it to just be a spontaneous thing. If I don't remember it, it's not meant to be. But if I remember, it would be like, okay, I get to the city relatively early. Go from Flinders Street because it's just kind of around the 2-block walk. And I go there. And if there's a big fucking line, well, fuck it. Hot damn, though. I could do it. We'll see. We'll see if I remember, basically. I think, man, just talking food make me hungry, but I'm going to go to bed. I don't need to eat anything. even junk food. And I've got some pretty good junk food out in the kitchen, quite honestly. Snacks. But I'll probably be restrained. I like that. Yeah, the Turkish restaurant, everyone in the kitchen is older Turkish women. The serious stuff. I feel like it's a while since I've gone to a proper Turkish restaurant, actually. Like I go to kebab places and whatnot. Don't even go to kebab places that often. Get a nice halal snack pack. Yeah, but I've been to a few good Turkish restaurants in my time. Tempting. Very tempting. I finished my Sprite bottle, so now I can go and get 10 cents back. Has it got the 10-cent thing on it? It does. I thought it would. So, wait. I just have the grand total of how much in the last couple months have I got back on my taking containers back. See if this tells me. What does it tell me? My profile. Yeah, I might donate it at some point. Yep, no, that's all good. Wait, how do I find out what I got here? That was the last one, though. How many massive riches? Oh, wait, that's at 30. Okay. Oh, wow. That's been going since November. Okay. God, I didn't even realize it had been going that long. So what are my massive riches I've gotten? 18, 22, about $25. I'm rich, bitch. Oh no, there it actually tallies it for me. $27.20 over the last several months. But I may have mentioned I went to an automated bottle return thing on the weekend, and there were so many people there. And someone had like a granddad with his grandson, and he said something about how much money they got from that, which meant they had actually put hundreds of bottles and cans through in one go. And I was like, shit, you're really patient to build up that. I can't be bothered. I build up a couple of dozen and I take it in. Hey, Pat, how you going? Whoa. I was just very careful with how I said that to you because I thought I was going to burp. Very crass. Who would do something as crass as that? Me, obviously. But yeah. So here we go. Okay, we're getting close to 10. Oh, I'm glad you're good, mate. Always good to hear from you. So whiskey's got a very orange color. Okay, it's an effort of willpower to save this for tomorrow night because I said I'd do it for a week, and tomorrow night will be a week. So I'll taste it and make a cocktail with it. Maybe. Hey, Mega Leech, how are you doing, my friend? So I did my coconut rum liqueur tonight, which was very yum. I'll wait for the peach whiskey liqueur tomorrow, which I expect to be yum. And then I don't even know if Strictly Sega is still there, but he guilted me into not touching the barrel until March because I said I wouldn't. There's a whiskey blend in one of the barrels. In fact, okay, there's 3 barrels there. One has port in it, which is fine. I just occasionally have port. One has, it's a weird thing. It's actually a mix of vodka and whiskey, which I expect to just taste like watered down whiskey. And the other one has a blend of whiskeys. And I said I wouldn't touch it until March. So that's like another week or so. Oh, the Turkish restaurant's called Usta. Okay, nosh. Pat, I am fine, thank you. I am glad the hot weather has broken. We got a bit of rain and a little storm here, which made it humid AF. And of course, it was really windy all day, which is clearly going to have been playing havoc to the areas that were in bushfire danger. I know there's some areas that were given a get the fuck out now order because of the danger levels. So I'm very pleased that's kind of, if not over, at least alleviated as of tonight. It's going to be much cooler for a while. What does bomb say? It's gone down to 20 now, and so it was like 37 earlier. Going to get a bit cooler overnight. Then tomorrow, okay, the maximum tomorrow is only meant to be about the temperature it is now, and Saturday. Sunday a bit warmer, maybe 27, Monday 23, Tuesday 28, Wednesday 28, Thursday 28. That's pretty fucking warm. It's not blisteringly hot, but 28's pretty warm. It's warmer than like my perfect is about 23, maybe with a light breeze. Richard, Margarita Day. That it's Jimmy Buffett Day, isn't it, Richard? If it's Margarita Day, you go to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. Pretty much. Pat, what was I doing today? I had a big adventure, my friend. I went to Docklands, the seminar, because I'm a big, powerful businessman who had to go to this high-powered business seminar where it was catered and there was lots of yummy food. And then I came home at lunchtime when it was really friggin' hot, and I was not. No, it did get hotter in the afternoon, but I was extremely relieved to get home to the air conditioning. Let's just put it like that. So I actually had a fair bit on today. So yeah, Richard, I do feel kind of bad that I didn't have a margarita or even a margarita adjacent drink tonight. At one point, I was thinking of it. There's a drink I was going to make called Johnny's Dream. What's in a Johnny's Dream? Okay, calm down, drink. Johnny's Dream is tequila, lime juice, orange juice. So not really margarita-ish at all, really. And a bitter red aperitivo. But kind of vaguely margarita adjacent, but not really. Getting ice cream, that's an excellent idea. I was so miffed. I thought I'd bought some the waffle. What do they call those ice creams? Where it's like a biscuit bit and the other half's dipped in chocolate. Maxi Bon. The waffle Maxi Bon was on special at Coles, and I really like it. And I thought I got some, and then I looked in my shopping and what? Like I went to get some from the freezer and I wasn't there. I thought, did I leave it in a shopping bag and has it melted? No. Or even worse, did it fall out of the shopping bag in the boot of my car and has melted? No. So apparently I just forgot to get some. But I have to go to the supermarket tomorrow, so I will friggin' get some tomorrow. Because I really like them, actually. The waffle maxi bonds, they're yummy. I didn't keep the receipt, Safa, so I'm just assuming I got distracted at a critical moment and didn't get it. Because, yeah, first when I went to the, freezer and they weren't there, I thought, oh, fuck, did I leave it in a shopping bag? And now, because it was a hot day, it was going to be all melted? No. Oh, even worse, did it fall out of the shopping bag in my car and is now liquid? No, apparently not. So fuck. Oh, nice. So I just read Richard left Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in the Discord. For anyone who doesn't know about Jimmy Buffett and Margaritaville, he died not that long ago, if I remember rightly. I'm just looking at the weird and wacky things on my internet. It was last year that Jimmy Buffett died. Yeah, I thought it wasn't that long ago. Did Australia create maxi bonds? I think so. Really not sure though. I am quite a fan of maxi bonds. The half with the biscuit that you hold on to, and the other half that's been dipped in chocolate. Anyway, I think they're half price at Coles this week, so you get them. Okay, so September 1, so it was relatively recently, yeah. So he was what? He was 70 something, almost 80. Like 77. Pretty good innings. Good on you, Jimmy. Nicely done, that man. There was just a residual flavor, just a tiny residual flavor of my old fashioned in there, which was quite nice. So Megalich, meat Maxi. Okay, so you've looked that up. Unconventional ice cream born in Italy. Delightful treat sculpted from perfect mixed chocolate. So they're saying it's inspired by something from Italy. Again, I don't know how much we can trust marketing stuff, but anyway, look, I've got 2 cherries coming up on 10 o'clock. I'm going to eat my cherries, I think, before going sleepy bobos. So yum. So very, very yum. Yeah. This one that's got no cherries, but quite a bit of syrup. So I was going to make a cocktail video of cocktails with cherry syrup. What to do when you finish the cherries, but there's still syrup in the jar. Oh my God, it's so yummy. There's a period before in my life where the idea of the candied cherries or the brandied cherries or the syrup-soaked cherries were gross. No, I think they're freaking awesome. So into them. I admit it was a revelation when I watched one of those how it's made shows, and they were showing how they made the really weirdly artificially colored ones, the bright red and green ones. I never thought they were real cherries because they don't seem like it. But they go through this weird process where they bleach them, and the consistency of them completely changes them. Then they soak them in syrup with artificial coloring in it, so you get the red and the green ones. But they actually start their life as real cherries, which was a major revelation to me, because I didn't think they were real cherries, but they are. But it's this super weird bleaching process that completely changes the consistency of them. Yeah, the more you know, you can go through your life. Anyway, look, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go sleepy bobos. I've stayed relatively sober, not getting more than half Tim Smith tonight. Which, kudos to me for being a responsible member of society. Tomorrow, party night, anyone's guess. Will I be a responsible citizen? Maybe. Will I binge drink to an extent that would make health professionals go tut-tut? Maybe. All right, so Jimmy Buffett made it 76. I mean, that's okay. That's not bad. I'm hoping to live longer than that, but, we'll see, I guess. So you'll take care. I'm going to go sleepy bobos and return to this streaming shenanigan tomorrow night, party night. We'll see what happens. We'll see how long it goes. It's a wild and crazy thing. Anything could happen. But right now, I'm going to go to bed